Have you ever caught a glance, a moment so fleeting yet so charged, that it lingered in your mind long after it passed? Perhaps you've wondered, could someone be silently captivated by your presence? Is it possible that amidst the routine exchanges of everyday life, a woman is quietly drawn to you, her feelings hidden behind subtle gestures and unspoken words? In this exploration, we'll unravel the 10 signs that a woman might be secretly attracted to you. But this isn't just any list. Through the timeless lens of Stoicism, we'll decode her actions with calm awareness, ensuring you not only recognize these signs but also navigate them with wisdom and composure. Each sign will unfold a new layer of her silent attraction, guiding you to understand her world without rushing to conclusions. But be warned, the real revelation lies in the final sign, where everything will come together. Are you ready to discover what she's been quietly trying to tell you all along? Let's begin. 1. Open body language. They say actions speak louder than words, and when it comes to attraction, body language is the most eloquent form of speech. Imagine you're at a gathering. The room is buzzing with conversations, laughter echoing in every corner. Amidst it all, you notice her. She stands with an open posture, her body naturally facing you, arms uncrossed, her smile warm and genuine. Her eyes seek yours, holding your gaze just a second longer than necessary. Why does this matter? Because her body, often subconsciously, is drawing her closer to you. Open body language is a direct invitation, a silent whisper that says, "I'm comfortable around you. I want to know you better." She might lean in slightly when you speak, mirroring your movements without even realizing it. Her feet, often an overlooked detail, may be pointed directly at you, as if they're naturally drawn to your presence. Yet, as students of Stoicism, we are reminded to observe without becoming enslaved by our emotions. We appreciate her open body language as a form of human connection, but remain grounded, detached from immediate conclusions. Remember, while her posture can reveal her comfort and interest, it is consistency that speaks the loudest. Consider this. At your next interaction, take note of how she positions herself. Is her body language open only in your presence? Does she seem more relaxed, her movements fluid and natural, when she's near you? If yes, you may have just uncovered one of the most telling signs of silent attraction. And here's a subtle twist. Her eyes. They are windows to the soul, and in moments of genuine connection, they reveal more than she might dare to say aloud. Pay attention to how often she meets your gaze. A genuine smile coupled with sustained eye contact can light up even the most mundane conversations. But here's a critical question. How do you respond? Do you mirror her openness, or do you retreat, unsure of the signals she's sending? The power of Stoicism lies in remaining present and composed, acknowledging her cues without letting your emotions dictate your next move. In every conversation, every fleeting moment, there's an opportunity to connect deeply, to understand her hidden language. But remember, this is only the first sign. Each layer we uncover will bring you closer to understanding her true feelings. What will you discover next? Stay tuned, because the subtle beauty of attraction lies in the details. The next sign? A woman's increasing attention and interest, where her curiosity about you becomes unmistakable. 2. Increased attention and interest. Have you ever found yourself wondering why a particular woman seems to remember every little thing you say? Perhaps she recalls your favorite movie, a random anecdote you shared weeks ago, or even the way you like your coffee. This heightened level of attention is no accident. When a woman is secretly attracted to you, her interest in your life becomes a quiet obsession, woven into your every interaction. Imagine this scenario. You're at a casual gathering discussing weekend plans. You mention an obscure hobby or a favorite spot in town. Weeks later, she brings it up again, maybe even suggesting you go there together. These aren't random coincidences. They're deliberate acts of attentiveness, showing that she values what you share and wants to deepen her connection with you. But how can we, as Stoic individuals, interpret this increased interest without letting our imaginations run wild? The answer lies in observing consistent patterns. A single act of attentiveness might be mere politeness, but repeated gestures, asking about your day, remembering small details, or frequently inquiring about your interests, paint a clearer picture of her true feelings. Let's delve deeper. She might not just stop at casual conversations. Her curiosity about you could extend to subtle investigations. Has she ever asked about your childhood, your aspirations, or the values that drive you? When a woman shows interest in the deeper layers of your personality, it's a clear sign she sees you as more than just a friend. Now, consider her reactions when you speak about your passions. Does her face light up with genuine curiosity? Does she ask follow-up questions, eager to keep the conversation flowing? These moments reveal her desire to connect with you on a meaningful level, to step into your world and understand what makes you unique. From a Stoic standpoint, these gestures are opportunities for mutual growth. Instead of merely basking in her attention, use these moments to engage in thoughtful exchanges. Share your values, listen to hers, and build a foundation of respect and understanding. Stoicism teaches us to value the quality of interactions, focusing on the depth rather than the surface. And here's an intriguing thought. Have you noticed her making subtle adjustments to align her interests with yours? Perhaps she's taken up an interest in your favorite sports team, or started listening to a band you casually mentioned. These actions show that she's not just passively interested, but is actively seeking ways to bond with you. Ask yourself, how often does she steer the conversation toward topics she knows you're passionate about? How does she respond when you talk about your latest experiences or achievements? The answers to these questions could reveal a great deal about her hidden feelings. But we're just getting started. If you've ever noticed a woman's physical proximity to you becoming a little too consistent to be a coincidence, the next sign will unveil another layer of her silent attraction. Prepare yourself, because the subtle dance of physical closeness and touch is as telling as it is intriguing. 3. Physical closeness and touch. Now let's step into the realm of proximity, the unspoken language of closeness. Picture this. You're at a social event, and despite a room full of open seats, she chooses the one right next to you. Or perhaps during a conversation, she leans in slightly, her body brushing against yours. These are no random choices, they're conscious, or sometimes subconscious, efforts to close the distance between you. Physical closeness is a powerful indicator of attraction, one that bypasses words entirely. When a woman is secretly drawn to you, she'll find ways to be near, to share the same space and absorb the energy of your presence. Whether it's sitting beside you at every opportunity or casually brushing her hand against yours, these small acts carry a weight of unspoken desire. Have you ever noticed how her body seems to naturally gravitate toward yours? Perhaps in group settings, she positions herself so that you're within arm's reach. Or during conversations, she leans in, her shoulder lightly touching yours, creating a sense of intimacy even in a crowded room. These actions are subtle yet intentional, signaling her comfort and interest. But it doesn't stop there. Casual, seemingly innocent touches can also speak volumes. Maybe she lightly taps your arm when she laughs, or brushes an invisible speck off your shoulder. These fleeting touches are her way of building a physical connection, testing the boundaries of your comfort while expressing her attraction. As Stoics, we must remain observant without rushing to conclusions. A single touch might be incidental, but a consistent pattern of physical closeness tells a different story. Recognize these signs with clarity, appreciating the moment without becoming overly attached to its implications. Let's pause here for a moment. If you've been enjoying these insights so far, why not show your support? A quick like on this video helps us continue sharing content that empowers and enlightens. Your engagement fuels our mission to bring Stoic wisdom into everyday interactions. Now, let's explore the deeper subtleties of attraction. As we move forward, we'll uncover how mirroring behaviors and shared habits become her silent declaration of connection. Stay with us, because things are about to get even more fascinating. 4. Mirroring and matching behavior. Have you ever been in the middle of a conversation and noticed that she begins to mirror your gestures, adopt your tone, or even use your favorite phrases? It's as if her energy syncs perfectly with yours, creating a seamless flow of interaction. This phenomenon, known as mirroring, is a powerful indicator of attraction. Mirroring isn't just about imitation, it's about connection. When a woman is secretly drawn to you, she subconsciously begins to reflect your behavior, aligning her rhythm with yours. For example, if you lean forward during a conversation, she might follow suit. If you cross your arms, moments later, she may do the same. This isn't mere coincidence, it's her way of building rapport and creating a sense of harmony. But it goes beyond physical gestures. Consider how she might start adopting your habits or preferences. Have you noticed her picking up on your favorite sayings, or perhaps aligning her schedule to fit your routine? Maybe she suddenly develops an interest in the same music, movies, or hobbies you enjoy. These subtle shifts are her way of finding common ground and strengthening your connection. From a Stoic perspective, we appreciate these reflections as a natural part of human bonding. They remind us of the deep, subconscious ways we seek to connect with those we admire. However, we must remain mindful. While mirroring can reveal attraction, it's consistency and context that truly confirm her feelings. Imagine you mention a favorite coffee shop, and soon after she suggests meeting there. Or perhaps you have a habit of using a particular hand gesture while speaking, and over time, you notice her incorporating it into her own conversations. These are not just random acts. They are quiet affirmations of her desire to align her world with yours. But here's the real question. How do you respond when you notice these mirrored behaviors? Do you acknowledge them internally, appreciating the connection, or do you dismiss them as mere coincidences? Stoicism teaches us to observe these patterns without jumping to conclusions, valuing the connection while remaining grounded in reality. Think about your own interactions. Have you seen her subtly matching your energy, your pace, or your choices? If so, you might already be experiencing the quiet dance of attraction. But there's more to discover. In the next section, we'll explore how her communication habits can reveal even deeper layers of her affection. 5. Frequent communication. Imagine waking up to a thoughtful good morning text or receiving a message asking about your day. Perhaps she frequently sends you memes, articles, or songs that remind her of you. These seemingly simple gestures carry a deeper meaning. She's finding ways to keep the connection alive, even when you're not physically together. When a woman is secretly attracted to you, she won't just wait for opportunities to communicate, she'll create them. She might comment on your social media posts, initiate conversations, or consistently respond to your messages with enthusiasm and curiosity. Her goal is clear. She wants to maintain a presence in your life. But how can we distinguish genuine attraction from mere friendliness? The answer lies in the depth and consistency of her communication. Does she frequently bring up personal topics, asking about your thoughts and feelings? Does she follow up on past conversations, showing that she's truly listening and invested? These are signs that her interest goes beyond surface-level interaction. As Stoics, we value the quality of communication over its quantity. We recognize her efforts to engage as meaningful gestures, but we also understand the importance of maintaining balance. Frequent communication is a gift, but it should never define our sense of self-worth. Consider her timing as well. Does she often reach out at moments when she knows you might need support or encouragement? Maybe she sends you a quick message before a big meeting or checks in after a stressful day. These thoughtful acts show that she's paying attention, offering her presence even in small, quiet ways. But communication isn't just about words. It's about the feeling behind them. Pay attention to how she writes. Are her messages personalized and warm, filled with inside jokes or references to shared experiences? If so, she's likely trying to deepen your bond through shared understanding. Now, here's where I'd like to hear from you. Have you noticed someone consistently reaching out, making an effort to stay connected? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your experiences add depth to this exploration of human connection through Stoicism. Next, we'll step into a more intimate realm of attraction, compliments. These aren't just about your looks, they touch the core of who you are. Stay with us, because this journey is only getting more fascinating. 6. Genuine compliments. Compliments, when sincere, have a way of touching the soul. They're more than just kind words. They're windows into how someone perceives and values you. When a woman is secretly attracted to you, her compliments will stand out. They'll go beyond the surface and delve into the essence of who you are. Think about the last time she complimented you. Did she merely say, "You look nice," or did she remark on something deeper, like your work ethic, sense of humor, or how you handle challenges? For instance, instead of a generic "great job," she might say, "I really admire how dedicated you are to your goals." It's inspiring. These thoughtful words reveal that she sees and appreciates your unique qualities. Have you noticed her picking up on small details? Maybe she compliments your ability to stay calm under pressure or your knack for making people feel comfortable. These aren't just observations, they're signs that she's paying close attention to who you are at your core. From a Stoic perspective, we accept compliments with grace and humility. We recognize their value without letting them inflate our ego. Genuine praise is a reflection of another's admiration, and while it's important to acknowledge, it's equally crucial to stay grounded. Let's dive deeper. Compliments tied to your values or character are especially telling. Imagine her saying, "I really appreciate how you always find time for your friends, no matter how busy you are." Such remarks indicate that she values your priorities and the way you navigate life. But compliments can also be playful, designed to bring a smile to your face. Perhaps she teases you about your quirky habits, but her words carry an undertone of affection. Or maybe she compliments your sense of humor, remarking on how you can make even the dullest moments enjoyable. Here's a thought. How do you usually respond to compliments? Do you brush them off, or do you take a moment to acknowledge their sincerity? Stoicism encourages us to appreciate these gestures while maintaining our emotional equilibrium. Finally, observe the consistency of her compliments. If they're frequent, personalized, and touch on various aspects of your life, she's likely expressing her silent admiration. And as we continue, we'll uncover how nervousness can be another surprising indicator of her hidden feelings. Stay with us. The most subtle signs often speak the loudest. 7. Finding common interests. Picture this. You're casually discussing your latest hobby, maybe hiking, photography, or even a new book you've been reading. A few days later, she not only remembers but shows a surprising amount of enthusiasm. She suggests going on a hike together, mentions she's been researching cameras, or starts reading the book you mentioned. Coincidence? Hardly. When a woman is quietly attracted to you, she'll naturally seek out common ground. Why? Because shared interests are a powerful way to deepen a connection. By aligning her activities with yours, she's creating opportunities to spend more time together and foster a sense of belonging. But this isn't about superficial mirroring. It's about genuine curiosity and effort. Think about it. How often have you seen her genuinely dive into your world, asking detailed questions about your favorite pastimes? Maybe she's suddenly eager to learn more about your love for jazz music or your passion for cooking. These efforts reveal more than just polite interest. They show a desire to build a bridge between your lives. Now, as practitioners of Stoicism, we recognize the beauty in these shared experiences. They're not just moments of bonding, but also opportunities for mutual growth. By engaging in activities that bring you both joy, you're laying the foundation for a meaningful connection. But remember, Stoicism teaches us to remain mindful and present, enjoying these shared moments without becoming overly dependent on them. Have you noticed her making plans that center around your interests? Perhaps she suggests attending a local event you've mentioned in passing, or invites you to join her in an activity she knows you enjoy. These aren't just casual invitations, they're deliberate acts to integrate your lives in subtle but meaningful ways. Here's a question for you. Have you ever found yourself surprised by how much she knows about your favorite hobby? Or perhaps you've noticed her enthusiasm growing, mirroring your own passion. How did that make you feel? Recognizing these signs is key to understanding the silent messages she's sending. And don't forget the small gestures. Maybe she gifts you a book by your favorite author or brings up a niche topic you once casually mentioned. These thoughtful acts show that she's not only listening but also cherishing the things that matter to you. As we transition to the next sign, let's focus on another silent language, body language. Specifically, how open, inviting postures and genuine smiles can speak louder than words. If you've been picking up on her subtle shifts in physical presence, the next section will resonate deeply. 8. Open body language. Have you ever felt the magnetic pull of someone's presence before they even utter a word? That's the power of body language. And when a woman is secretly attracted to you, her nonverbal cues will be impossible to miss. Imagine this. Her posture is open, her arms uncrossed, and she faces you directly as if the rest of the room fades away when you're near. Open body language is her way of saying, "I'm comfortable with you, I'm engaged, and I want to be here." Pay attention to how often she leans in during conversations or maintains steady eye contact. These actions signal not just interest but a desire for connection. Her body, often unconsciously, reflects the openness of her feelings. Have you noticed her smile? Not just any smile, but the kind that reaches her eyes, a genuine expression of joy and warmth. A smile like that isn't merely polite, it's a reflection of the happiness she feels in your presence. These moments, though silent, are profoundly telling. From a Stoic viewpoint, these cues remind us to be fully present in our interactions. We don't need to overanalyze or obsess over every movement. Instead, we simply observe and appreciate the unspoken connection. Stoicism teaches us to find value in the moment without letting it dictate our emotional state. Let's delve deeper into the subtleties. Have you ever noticed her mirroring your movements? Maybe when you lean back, she does too. Or when you rest your hand on the table, hers soon follows. This subconscious mimicry creates a sense of harmony, reinforcing the bond between you. But there's more. Body language isn't just about posture or movement, it's also about proximity. Does she often close the gap between you, even in group settings? Perhaps she chooses to stand a little closer than necessary, or her gestures subtly draw her toward you. These are all signs that her body is responding to the silent pull of attraction. Consider her reactions during moments of shared laughter or deep conversation. Does she lean in, her face lighting up with a genuine smile? Does her body seem to naturally gravitate toward yours, creating an invisible thread of connection? These subtle cues speak volumes about her comfort and interest. As you reflect on these observations, remember that Stoicism encourages us to remain composed and grounded. Open body language is a beautiful indicator of attraction, but it's the consistency of these gestures that truly matters. Watch for patterns and allow the connection to unfold naturally. Next, we'll uncover a deeper layer of attraction when she starts envisioning a future with you. How do her words and actions reveal her long-term intentions? Stay tuned, because the signs ahead will bring even more clarity to her hidden feelings. 9. Making future plans. Have you ever noticed her casually weaving you into her future? Perhaps she says, "We should check out that new restaurant next week," or "There's a concert coming up, we should go together." These aren't random suggestions, they're clear signs that she's imagining a future with you in it. When a woman is secretly attracted to you, her plans will start to include you, even in small ways. She might not directly confess her feelings, but her desire to spend more time with you, to create shared experiences, speaks volumes. These invitations are her way of saying, I see you as part of my life, and I want us to have more moments together. Think about it. How often does she bring up future events, trips, or activities that involve you? Maybe it's as simple as suggesting you try a new cafe together, or perhaps she mentions a long-term goal and hints at your involvement. These conversations show that you're not just a passing presence in her life, you're someone she wants to build memories with. From a Stoic perspective, these moments remind us of the importance of living in the present while being open to future possibilities. We don't rush to conclusions or let our emotions cloud our judgment. Instead, we appreciate her efforts to create meaningful plans, understanding their deeper significance without becoming overly attached to them. Consider this. Does she often ask about your availability for upcoming weekends or suggest coordinating your schedules for an event? These subtle actions indicate that she's thinking about you even when you're not around. And it's not just about the immediate future. Her comments might even hint at long-term possibilities, like vacations or shared goals. But it's not only about what she says, it's also about how she reacts when you make plans together. Notice the excitement in her voice, the way her eyes light up when you agree to her suggestions. These are genuine expressions of her happiness at the prospect of spending more time with you. Ask yourself, how often do you find her steering conversations toward the future? Does she seem genuinely invested in creating opportunities for you both to connect? If so, it's a sign she's quietly hoping for more. Now, as you reflect on these moments, let's transition to the next layer of her silent attraction, her protective instincts. How does her concern for your well-being reveal her deeper feelings? Keep reading, because this sign brings us even closer to understanding the full picture. 10. Protectiveness and support. Have you ever felt her unwavering support, even in the smallest of challenges? Perhaps she checks in on you after a tough day, offers to help with a project, or even defends you in conversations. These actions aren't just acts of kindness, they're signs of deep care and affection. When a woman is secretly attracted to you, her protectiveness becomes evident. She'll show concern for your well-being, often going out of her way to ensure you're okay. Whether it's bringing you soup when you're sick or encouraging you to chase your dreams, her actions speak of someone who genuinely values your happiness and success. Consider the time she stood by your side during difficult moments. Did she offer words of encouragement, reminding you of your strengths? Or perhaps she took practical steps to help, like staying late to assist with a deadline or offering a listening ear when you needed it most. These gestures highlight her investment in your life, her desire to be a source of comfort and support. From a Stoic viewpoint, we recognize and appreciate this protectiveness as a reflection of genuine care. However, we remain mindful not to rely solely on her support for our emotional well-being. Stoicism teaches us to find strength within ourselves while valuing the connections that uplift and inspire us. But protectiveness isn't just about offering help, it's also about standing up for you. Have you noticed her defending your ideas or supporting your perspectives in group discussions? This shows that she respects your opinions and wants others to see the value in them as well. Ask yourself, how often does she prioritize your needs, even in small ways? Maybe she offers to drive you home when you're tired or remembers to bring your favorite snack to a shared outing. These acts, though subtle, are powerful indicators of her silent affection. Now, let's consider how she celebrates your victories. Does she genuinely share in your joy when you achieve something significant? Whether it's a career milestone or a personal accomplishment, her pride in your success reveals the depth of her feelings. As we close this journey through the 10 signs of silent attraction, remember, these gestures, though quiet, speak louder than words. And now, it's your turn to reflect. Have you experienced these signs in your own interactions? Share your thoughts and stories in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Understanding attraction through subtle cues is both an art and a science. By observing these 10 signs, open body language, increased attention, frequent communication, and more, you can gain deeper insights into her feelings. But remember, Stoicism teaches us to approach these moments with mindfulness and balance, appreciating the connection without losing ourselves in it. If you found this journey insightful, show your support by liking this video. And don't forget to subscribe for more practical wisdom grounded in Stoic philosophy. Share this video with someone who might benefit from these insights, and let's continue exploring the complexities of human connection together. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay mindful and stay stoic.